The night was dark, cloaked in a heavy silence that was broken only by the rustling of leaves. A young woman, her face etched with sorrow, walked with heavy steps towards the edge of the village. In her arms she cradled a newborn baby boy, his eyes closed in peaceful slumber. Tears streamed down her face as she gently laid him down beneath a banyan tree, the sacred tree that stood as a silent witness to the village's joys and sorrows. This was her only option, a heart-wrenching decision forced by societal pressures she couldn't escape. With a final, lingering look, she turned and walked away, her heart shattering with every step. The baby's cries, soft at first, grew louder as the night wore on. A kind farmer, returning home after a long day's work, heard the whimpers. He followed the sound, his heart filled with concern, until he found the infant lying alone beneath the banyan tree. Moved by compassion, he picked up the child, his rough hands surprisingly gentle. The farmer and his wife, a childless couple, saw this as a blessing from the heavens. They named the boy Veera, meaning hero, and showered him with love and care. Years passed, and Veera grew into a bright and curious boy. He yearned to learn and contribute to his village. He approached the village scholar, eager to learn to read and write, but the scholar, bound by rigid traditions, refused to teach a child with unknown origins. Undeterred, Veera went to the village warrior seeking to learn the art of combat, only to be turned away. The village healer too refused to impart his knowledge, and even the traders wouldn't take him on as an apprentice. Disappointed but not defeated, Veera realized that prejudice ran deep in their hearts. The repeated rejections fueled a fire in Veera's heart. He sat beneath his beloved banyan tree, the place of his abandonment, now a symbol of his resilience. He made a silent vow. He would carve his own path, even if it meant walking alone. He would prove that greatness wasn't determined by birth, but by the spirit within. He would return to his village not as an outcast, but as someone they could be proud of. Veera started training himself. He learned from observing nature, mimicking animal movements for agility and strength. One day, deep in the forest, he encountered a wandering sage, a warrior monk named Rudraksha. The sage, with eyes that seemed to hold ancient wisdom, saw a spark in Veera. He saw potential hidden beneath layers of societal rejection. Impressed by Veera's determination, Rudraksha agreed to take him as his disciple. The next 10 years were grueling. Veera trained under the merciless sun and the starlit sky. Rudraksha, a strict yet compassionate guru, pushed Veera beyond his limits. He instilled in him not just martial skills, but values of compassion, justice, and wisdom. Veera blossomed under his tutelage, his body honed into a weapon of skill and his mind sharpened into a tool of strategy and foresight. He mastered the art of combat, his movements swift as the wind and his strikes precise as lightning. But more importantly, he learned to temper strength with compassion and wisdom. A decade after he had left, Veera returned to his village. He was no longer the timid boy who had been shunned. He walked with the confidence of a warrior and the wisdom of a sage. The villagers who had once rejected him were awestruck by his transformation. Veera, however, harbored no anger. He understood their prejudices stemmed from fear and ignorance. He used his knowledge to bring about change, advocating for the rights of the underprivileged and challenging age-old discriminatory practices. He even found his mother living a life of regret and sorrow. Their reunion was one of tears and forgiveness, a testament to the enduring power of love. Veera's journey from an abandoned infant to a revered leader taught everyone a valuable lesson. True strength lay not in lineage, but in the courage to rise above adversity and embrace compassion.